House Whisperer Andrew Caravella has the news.
A former worker says she was not treated in a very sisterly way by the Sisters of St. Joseph of Orange.
67-year-old Carol Hunold has sued the Sisters, St. Joseph Hospital of Orange, and Providence St. Joseph Health, claiming she was fired for taking medical leave while she was being treated for ovarian cancer. Hunold says she took sick time, then medical leave when she underwent surgery in 2018, and then the treatment for the cancer. She claimed she was told she would not be fired or discriminated against for having a disability or taking medical leave. She then says her supervisor visited her at home and told her she was fired for taking medical leave. The defendants could not be reached for comment. Amy King, KFI News.
A food bank program for seniors in Orange County has delivered almost 7 million boxes of food, totaling more than $380 million since 1991. OC Food Bank Director Mark Lowry says the program has grown from almost 5,000 food boxes a month to more than 25,000 boxes a month.
During COVID, seniors were being instructed to not leave their homes. We were able to partner with Amazon, who is delivering tens of thousands of food boxes directly to the homes of vulnerable seniors, completely free of charge.
He says the boxes are created by nutritionists and dietitians to provide seniors with more nutritional value than is typically found in random donations. To help the program continue, go to capoc.org. The Biden administration says the pandemic-related federal unemployment benefits aren't causing a labor shortage. White House Press Secretary Jen Psaki says there are several positive factors that are helping more people to get back to work.
What we see as the biggest driving factor is vaccines and individuals being vaccinated, feeling safe to go back to workplaces, the fact that child care centers have rehired, that teachers have gone back to work.
The Labor Department says the jobless rate fell from 6.1% in April to 5.8% last month. And a funeral for 6-year-old Aiden Leos will be going on today in Orange County. He was the kid shot and killed on the 55 freeway on his way to school. Only family, friends, and invited guests will be able to attend the service at Calvary Chapel, Yorba Linda. A reward of $500,000 is being offered, and police say the shooters may be driving a white 2018 or 2019 Volkswagen Golf sports wagon with non-tinted windows. Looks like there's a crash on the 5.
Downey on the northbound side of the 5 just before the 605. All lanes have been shut down here quite a while on this crash. They've got you, they're diverting you into the center of Honors. You can get through, but really jammed up starting around Norwalk Boulevard. Baldwin Park, eastbound side of the 10 between Baldwin Park Boulevard and Pacific Avenue. It's only the right lane open due to Caltrans work till around 9 o'clock this morning, and you are seeing some pretty heavy delays through that stretch. Then in Fontana, northbound side of the 15, Sierra Avenue to Glen Helen Parkway. It's a rotating closure in place there. At times, only one lane open. This is all weekend long. You're jammed back to Duncan Canyon Road. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert DeBucky.
What did you do during the last power outage? My guess, not much, because, the power was out. I don't know about you, but there is really nothing, I think, that disrupts life, comfort, even safety at times, more than a power outage. And the power companies have spoken. Outages are going to be the new normal. So here's my advice. Set up your home with an emergency generator from my friends at Duffy Power, and it never has to happen to you again. Duffy Power is Southern California's emergency generator experts. KFI trusts Duffy with our massive generators. You should for your little one, for your home. And with 0% interest financing and payments as low as $72 a month, your emergency power totally affordable. From the largest commercial systems to your unique home, Duffy will make sure your life, your comfort, and your safety is not going to be interrupted during the next outage or all the ones after that. Dial pound 250 and say Duffy Power. Pound 250, Duffy Power, or find Duffy on the web at duffypower.com. That's DUTHIE power.com.
Southland weather from KFI. Low clouds and fog clearing to the beaches in the afternoon. Highs from the mid to upper 60s at the beaches to mid 70s to around 80 Metro LA. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour. In the valleys and Inland Empire, highs in the mid 70s to lower 80s. We lead local. Live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom, I'm Andrew Caravella.
Last year, there was a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds. A criminal could be spending your money, applying for loans in your name, damaging your credit, even selling your personal information on the dark web, the hidden part of the internet where the bad guys buy and sell hidden information, your information. And you could miss certain threats to your identity by just checking bank accounts and monitoring your credit. That's not enough. LifeLock Identity Theft Protection sees the threats you could miss if you're only monitoring your credit and alerts you if they find something that could be suspicious. Plus, if you become a victim of identity theft, they will work to fix that problem from start to finish. Now, no one can prevent all ID theft or monitor every transaction, every business, but LifeLock, that's protection. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock, promo code handle, 800-LifeLock, promo code handle, or visit lifelock.com, promo code handle, lifelock.com. Save up to 25% off your first year, promo code handle.
In 1975, my family lived under the boot of communist Russia. Hello, I'm John Akoyan, owner of Rooter Hero Plumbing. Communism was so oppressive that my dad, who didn't speak a word of English, left everything behind and immigrated us to America. I was only 3 years old. I can't imagine the courage it took to do that. My father put us first, and at Rooter Hero Plumbing, we put you first. That's why we always offer you an affordable solution. If you have a clogged drain, call us at 866-DRAIN-77, and we'll cable your line for only $77. That's 866-DRAIN-77. Thank you for trusting Rooter Hero Plumbing with your most valuable asset, your home. I miss my dad, but his sacrifice will never be forgotten. Happy Father's Day.
CL 102-8886. KFI AM 640.
An iHeart radio station.
24-hour news. More stimulating talk. That guy left a good band, but he's doing okay for himself. Doing okay. Goodbye. KFI AM 640 live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. Your home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Thanks for joining us this morning. I'm talking about trees, but now it's time to go to the phones, talk to you about anything you want to discuss regarding your home. The phone lines are open. The number to reach me, 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833, the number 2, Ask Dean. All right. Lydia, welcome home.
Dean, thank you for taking my call. I actually have a tree question.
Oh my gosh.
I know, I feel really goofy, right? So, calling about a damn tree. But, so I'm a first-time home buyer. Just bought a home in Idlewild, California. That's on the outskirts of, I want to say Banning and Hemet, like Riverside County type stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I live way up in the mountains. And I just wanted to plant my little avocado tree, Dean, and they told me it was illegal. I didn't even know there was a male or female avocado. They were like, well, you can plant one, but you can't plant the other. And I said, I didn't even know there was a boy and a girl. And they were like,
wait. Hang on.
Right.
Who are these people? Who is this they? Who is telling you this?
Okay, so this is my I don't even want to say their name. I don't want to get in trouble. My realtor, my peoples, they told me that because of agricultural reasons, that an avocado tree does not belong in the mountains. So I just want to plant my little tree, Dean, and they're telling me I'm not allowed to plant my avocado tree. I mean, is that true, or can I just plant the guy?
Wow. Well, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I have to tell you, this is the first I've ever heard that there was a region in Southern California where you were prohibited from planting an avocado tree. Now, okay.
Yes, sir. They told me.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get the concept. Okay, because
really,
I'm big.
Because I'm confused.
Well, here's the concept.
Boy and girl avocado.
Okay, all right. First of all right, let me get this thing out first, and then we'll talk about male and female avocado trees. I understand the concept, the principle behind what sounds like that regulation. Okay, again, I don't understand specifically why, but I understand the concept, and it's this. We have a lot of invasive species here in Southern California. So let me be clear. When I'm talking about planting trees this morning, I'm talking about planting trees that do well here, planting trees that belong here, planting trees that help and not disrupt. Okay? Now, it's true that an avocado tree it's a tropical tree. Avocados come from, lower Mexico and Central America, and they've found their way up the coast and are living, very happily with us here now. And in the basins down here in Southern California, we can sustain them, and they work well. I can understand how, like the forestry department doesn't necessarily want avocado groves, a tropical tree growing in the middle of, of a pine forest. I can understand that in principle. The question that I have, I suppose, is how concerned they are about the invasiveness, whether it's just a blanket rule. Listen, if it's not a pine tree, you're not planting it in the mountains. You're not planting it in Idlewild. I'd be very interested in finding out if it's just a blanket ruling or not. Because I tell you this, number one, you plant an avocado seed, okay, you're not getting fruit on it, which means it's incapable of reproducing for a good 13 years, 12 to 13 years from seed. If you're buying a small immature tree, you're probably looking at 3 to 4 years. Avocado trees it's not like they just, you buy one and all of a sudden your whole yard's full of avocado trees. Where did all these little things come from? It just doesn't work that way for an avocado tree. They are not prolific. Once they're established, they're amazing fruit bearers, but they're not prolific restarts. It's not like little avocados are going to grow through the forest floor. So I would go beyond my advice is this, so I should give you some actual advice. My advice is go beyond your realtor and talk to the powers that be and just sit down with them and find out, hey, why? What exactly is the concern here? I know I'm here now. I want to respect everything. I just want to understand what the concern is. So go beyond the realtor and talk to the actual powers that be. The other thing, Lydia, is just so you know, FYI, and everybody, here we go. Ready? Get ready. Here we go. The more you know. Avocado trees, no, there are no male and female avocado trees. Avocado trees have both male and female components to their flowers, okay? The tricky thing about an avocado tree actually is, and this is why people struggle sometimes with getting them to fruit, is that, okay, get this. Avocado trees are not divided into male and female, but they are divided into two different species, type A and type B. Now, ready? Tina, you ready for this? All right. Type A avocado trees, their flowers open at a particular time of day, and it's the female flower version of the flower. The male part is inactive. The female flower opens at a particular time of day, let's say the morning, so don't quote me on the specifics here, but the general principle is true, in the morning, and then they stay open for, 24 hours or so, and then the male part shows up. And so it's as if they're showing up at they literally are showing up at different times when the other one is not there. They're trying to meet up at a coffee house, and they keep missing each other by a couple of hours. That's why it's really difficult for a single avocado tree to pollinate itself, even though it has the male and female. But you've got a category of avocados like Haas and that are in type A, and now a type B avocado tree, something like bacon avocados, and there's a whole list. You can look this up. They pollinate, or their flowers open up on almost the opposite schedule. So if you've got a type A tree planted by a type B tree, then when the type A male flower is out, the type B female flower is out, ba-boom, and vice versa. Okay, so two avocado trees of each of the different type will help to actually pollinate the other. If you get two of the exact same type, you're just multiplying the problem as far as pollination is concerned. Okay, Lydia, thank you so much for your call, for your question. I wish I could just tell you somebody's crazy, but I understand the concept. But talk to the powers that be and, just say, hey, is it the little avocado tree? I promise I won't let it get loose in the forest. All right. Should we do more calls or trees when we come back? I don't know. We'll figure it out. You are home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, Andrew Carabella. How's the news?
UCLA is looking for participants for a new study looking at the long-term physical and mental effects of COVID-19. The Biden administration says the pandemic-related federal unemployment benefits aren't causing a labor shortage, and lawmakers in Florida are fighting with the CDC over permission to get the cruise industry restarted. We'll take a look at a 405 closure next.
So you're ready to build your dream kitchen. That is fantastic. What's your first move going to be? Well, I'll tell you what your first move is going to be. It should be taking advantage of a totally free in-showroom consult with my friends at the Kitchen Store. That means you're going to get two things right out of the gate. You're going to get the creativity and the wisdom of an expert kitchen designer, and you're going to get it while you're being flooded with inspiration at the Kitchen Store's 7,000 square foot cabinet design showroom. The Kitchen Store is right off the 405 in Culver City. I don't care where you live in Southern California. It is worth it for you to make the pilgrimage to the Kitchen Store. For more than 50 years, it's the place for kitchen cabinets in all of SoCal. State-of-the-art computer design, 12-month same as cash financing, pricing that will beat the big box home center. So start your new kitchen right. Set up your free consult today by dialing 310-KITCHEN. That's 310 Kitchen, and check out the Kitchen Store on the web at 310kitchen.com.
Taking a look at traffic from KFI, there's a closure on the 405.
Minster, the northbound side of the 405, Valley View to Seal Beach Boulevard. Caltrans has all lanes shut down, scheduled until around 7:30 this morning. You're jammed back before Westminster Avenue. You can use Westminster or Lamson to get around it. On the southbound side of the 405 through Torrance, between Normandy Avenue and Avalon Boulevard, 3 right lanes shut down by Caltrans until around 10 a.m. Jammed up right there starting at Western. And Downey, the northbound side of the 504, the 605, still working on this crash. All lanes in the main line shut down. You can get through the center divider, but very heavy delays from Norwalk Boulevard. KFI in the sky helps get to there faster. I'm Robert DeBucky.
Mattress Firm's best Memorial Day sale ever has been extended for a limited time. Shop and save up to $500 on top-rated mattress brands like Sealy and Sleepy's. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your $6.99 mattress purchase.
Wendy's breakfast. Wendy's Frosty-Chino is cold brew with Frosty Creamer. So wake up with a breakfast Baconator, seasoned potatoes, and a little Frosty in your coffee. And make your good morning great, because Wendy's Frosty-Chino is cold brew with Frosty Creamer. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. A participating U.S. Wendy's.
I've let myself go a little bit. How much for a wax? Well, from about the earlobes down. Hello? Hello?
And now the top 5 reasons to visit Morocco. Number 5.
Modern Dad 2.0 giveaway. Get an HDTV wireless headphone kit when you earn 500 points on your rewards card, June 7th or 8th.
Number 4.
The Lazy River, Cabanas, and Sunset Bar are calling you. Get a day pass to the Oasis Pool today.
3.
Real Winner giveaway. You can win up to $100 cash playing slots with your rewards card, Wednesdays and Thursdays, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Number 2.
Celebrate Dad at Cielo. Reservations for Father's Day are going fast. Don't miss out.
And the number 1 reason.
Watching your team is more fun while getting your game on, too. Morongo's got big screens everywhere you eat, stay, and play.
Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Morongo. Good times.
Having your own home is awesome, but it's also a lot of work. The good news, finding help for your projects is easier than ever. Introducing Angie, the app that puts all your home care needs at your fingertips. Need a pro to fix that emergency leak? Maybe find someone to build a deck, or even set your seasonal tasks on autopilot. Angie can handle all that and more. Expert pros, hundreds of home projects, clear pricing, and the easiest way to book and pay in seconds. This is Angie, your home for everything home. Download the app today.
Prescriptions for sleep and mood stabilizers have spiked during COVID. CBD is a safe, natural alternative for sleep problems and daily worries. In fact, 90% of CB Distillery customers report CBD helps them sleep better. If you haven't discovered the proven power of CBD, you're missing out. Visit cbdistillery.com and enter SAVE for a huge discount. Again, enter SAVE at cbdistillery.com. Not available in Idaho, Iowa, and South Dakota.
Not to be a backseat driver, but if you need to hire great people fast, you need Indeed. Sponsor a job, and you'll immediately get a list of quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. More at Indeed.com/credit.
Masks don't slow us down. They keep us moving. From the corner store to the coffee shop. On your bike. Or on the playground. Keep wearing a snug-fitting mask with multiple cloth layers. Together, we can end this pandemic. Visit covid19.ca.gov today to learn more. Brought to you by the Center at Sierra Health Foundation.
Hi, Don. I'm a helpful Southern California Honda person, and I'm calling to give you a random act of helpfulness.
Wow!
We heard you'd like help getting something for a veterans organization.
I work for the nonprofit. Homeless veterans are referred to us. We help them to get back into society and to get into permanent housing. Barbecuing is something they love to do as a group, so I've been trying to get them one, but there are no extra funds for those type of things.
Well, Honda would like to help. We're going to get them that grill.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Well, I'm just so excited. I've got shakes and chills.
Today we help some veterans, and we can help you too. Right now you can get 0% APR financing on an award-winning Honda SUV, like the 2021 Pilot. Visit SoCalHondaDealers.com to find a helpful Honda dealer near you. For well-qualified buyers on approved credit through Honda Financial Services. Dawn is a real person and must pay to be on the radio.
These days, nearly every small business owner is looking for ways to cut costs. And that's where Spectrum Business comes in. They have the best business internet and phone available at prices that are up to half off what you're paying now. That's right, you can cut costs for your business and get faster internet. Just what small businesses need right now. Call 833-919-2129 and get all the value with none of the nonsense. That's Spectrum Business. 833-919-2129.
Now, another iHeartRadio COVID-19 vaccine update.
U.S. Top Doc Anthony Fauci says businesses, schools, and summer camps will be getting more guidance on mask wearing soon.
Over the next few weeks, you're going to see more and more explicit, granular description of what can and cannot be done.
Fauci predicts the U.S. could approach the end of the coronavirus pandemic in the next month or so, saying it will happen after at least 70% of adults have received one or more vaccine doses.
Get the latest vaccine info now at cdc.gov/coronavirus.
I know the weight of the world seems to rest on your shoulders, and sometimes life seems like it's filled only with confusion and chaos. But I assure you, I have a plan for you.
The Jesus Christ Show. Tomorrow morning at 6 on KFI AM 640.
More stimulating talk.
KFI. Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer. Welcome home. All right, we're having a conversation about trees this morning and why you need more of them in your life. Why we all do. What? Oh, yeah, hand it over here. Okay, so got an email from Darlene. Darlene is a certified arborist, and what's she telling me here? Avocados are not male and female. Yeah, that's true. I said avocados are male and female. I guess technically some plants there's a male flower or male thing and a female thing, and they're separate. Yeah, they're not. Yes, they're not male and female. They have a perfect flower. Perfect. That's a term, actually, a technical term. It means that the flower is complete in and of itself. It has the male and the female part, the pistil and the stamen, right? Is that? Yeah, I think so. Anyway, So yeah, okay, we covered that. Now, Darlene says you can plant an avocado in the Idlewild area, but being native to tropical areas, as I mentioned, it's just not going to survive. So even if it is legal, maybe it's just not a good idea because it's not going to, probably not make it through the winter, right? I would imagine. Anyway, what else? Oh, all avocado trees that are purchased are grafted. So any tree starting from seed may or may not produce fruit, given the mixed genetics of the seeding. I think that's also true. I'm wondering, that must be similar to like apple seeds and apple trees. You guys know every apple you've ever eaten is from a tree that's been grafted from another tree, because most apple trees on the planet produce inedible crab apples. They're good for apple cider, but not much else. And so the edible, tasty versions of apples, apparently, no matter, even if you take the seeds out of like a golden delicious apple and attempt to cultivate and plant them, it's still a genetic roulette wheel that you're spinning, and it doesn't mean that you're going to get golden delicious from that seed. It's just a big spin of the wheel, and who knows what you end up with. Most likely crab apples. So the most clearly effective way of ensuring that we're growing more, for instance, golden delicious trees, is that you take a grafting off an existing one, put that on a little newbie crabapple sprout, and then everything from there up becomes golden delicious. That's the way that apples work. The more you know. All right. What else can I tell you about trees? So much more. So I told you I would get into this about trees immediately, not gradually, immediately changing microclimates. Whether the microclimate is your yard all by itself in the midst of a hot neighborhood, or a city, a neighborhood in a city in a state. It's true. So when I say that trees create microclimate and have the ability to reduce the ambient temperature in that climate, we're not talking about, gradually it will come down, right? No, it will immediately come down. What's gradual is the growing of the tree. But once the tree canopy is in place in a mature tree, it immediately drops the temperature in it. How can it not? Think about this. Number one, trees are transpiring. Transpiration is what they do. They draw moisture out of the ground, they feed themselves, and then that moisture is released into the atmosphere. That means from the simple process of like those misters when you stand in line somewhere, or you sit on a hot patio and they got the mister system, and all of a sudden everything under the mister is like 20 degrees cooler than beyond the mister. That's because evaporation is cooling the air, because there's mist in the air. Well, trees are, obviously it's not as crazy as a mister, but every tree is misting moisture into the surrounding air, and as a result, the area around a tree, not just under a tree, around a tree, is cooler. In the shade itself, 20 to 45 degree temperature differential potential. So there you go. And trees sequester carbon dioxide. They suck it up. That's good. And most trees are fire resistant. Okay, now listen to me when I say this. I mentioned this with Gary and Shannon earlier this week. Trees are not fireproof. Okay, they're going to burn if confronted with a serious wildfire fire line. But trees are, especially fruit trees, by the way, fire resistant. Now, not every tree. Trees that have heavy resins in them, eucalyptus, pine, fir trees, those conifers, let's just put it in that family. Eucalyptus, conifers, and palm trees go up like Roman candles, okay? That's because the resin itself is flammable, that's running through the tree. But by and large, the majority of trees that you can find here in Southern California will shut a moving fire line down. Happened to us you know what, when we come back, I'm going to tell you the story of the Easy Fire, which happened over here in Simi, which is not too far, like 7 minutes from my home on the edge of Thousand Oaks. And watching the Easy Fire a couple of years ago as it was jumping across hillsides and approached the Reagan Library something, as I was watching it, extraordinary happened, and I'll share that with you when we return. And yes, it's about trees. All right. I'm so glad you joined me this morning. So much more to come. You are home with Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, on KFI.
You'll figure it out eventually. We can help.
KFI.
And KOST HD2.
Los Angeles, Orange County.
Live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app.
Healthy food. I'm Andrew Caravella, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. The senior program in Orange County has been providing food boxes created by dietitians and nutritionists for 30 years.
OC Food Bank Director Mark Lowry says the nutritional program has grown from almost 5,000 boxes a month in 1991 to more than 25,000 boxes per month now.
If you took all the boxes of cereal we've handed out over the last 30 years, stacked them end on end, they would be 322 times taller than Mount Everest, the tallest place on Earth.
Lowry says in all, the senior program from Community Action Partnership OC has given out more than $380 million worth of food. To help the program continue, go to capoc.org. In Santa Ana, Corbin Carson, KFI News.
A new Carnival cruise ship will feature the first ever roller coaster at sea. The Bolt is an electric open-air coaster, and it lets riders control their speeds up to 40 miles per hour. The roller coaster is part of the Mardi Gras-themed ship that pays homage to the cruise line's first ship, the TSS Mardi Gras. A federal judge in California has overturned the state's ban on assault weapons. The judge says the ban violates the constitutional right to bear arms. U.S. District Judge Roger Benitez in San Diego ruled that the state's definition of illegal military-style rifles unlawfully deprives law-abiding Californians of weapons commonly allowed in most other states and by the U.S. Supreme Court. Governor Newsom says the decision is a direct threat to public safety and the lives of innocent Californians. A local bike company has donated $40,000 worth of cash, e-bikes, and scooters to families in the Children's Hospital of OC Autism Program. Aviton Bicycles CMO Adele Nasser says many of the families were laid off during the pandemic.
The electric bikes are not just for leisure, but they're really intended to also help them with transportation, running errands, picking up groceries, those other things that don't have added expense, like gas and maintenance of a car.
She says the donation is personal to her because she also has a child on the spectrum. The donation includes 8 scooters and 5 e-bikes that can go up to 28 miles per hour and get up to 57 miles on a full charge. Several local lawmakers and advocates have asked Governor Newsom to put up $30 million to provide services for human trafficking survivors. Actress and advocate Mira Sorvino says California, constantly ranks #1 on the human slavery list.
It's in every industry. It's not just commercial sex, as we know. That's an enormous problem. But, it's in our fields.
Sorvino says field labor is one of the many industries that enslave hundreds of thousands of border crossers every year. The group wants to add $10 million to the budget each year for the next 3 years. The money would be used for food, housing, and other wrap-around services. UCLA is looking for participants for a new study looking at the long-term physical and mental effects of COVID-19. The CDC-funded study will log the symptoms its participants experience through online surveys over an 18-month period. There are a few requirements for those who want to participate. You must be 18 or older, have tested positive for coronavirus within the last 6 weeks, and have internet access to complete the surveys. LA City Council President Nury Martinez's home in Sun Valley has been vandalized. 2 people were caught on video around 2 a.m. yesterday, Friday morning, spray painting her driveway and pouring a substance on her car. Martinez says a line was crossed, but said she would not let the vandalism stop her from working for the city. At least 3 people have been hurt in a crash on the 134 freeway near Griffith Park in Burbank. A wrong-way driver slammed into cars on the freeway around 2 this morning near the Forest Lawn Drive exit. And some employers in California say they are confused and frustrated with new COVID rules approved by Cal OSHA. The adopted updated regulations are in place to keep up with the improving outlook in current pandemic conditions. Cal OSHA's Eric Berg says it's up to employers to create their own enforcement system that fits their facility.
We didn't want to make a one-size-fits-all because each workplace is different. So we provide what's called performance language, which is less prescriptive and allows employers to set up their own system that works best for them.
Other changes include going maskless in a room where everyone else is fully vaccinated, phasing out physical distancing and barriers for employees working indoors. Let's go back to the 5 for a crash.
In Downey, northbound side of the 5, just before the 605. All lanes have been shut down here for quite a while now due to this crash. They are letting you through in the center divider area, but really heavy delays coming away from Norwalk Boulevard. In Torrance, 405 southbound Normandy Avenue to Avalon Boulevard. Caltrans work has 3 right lanes shut down until around 10 o'clock this morning. Backup starting around Western Avenue and Fontana, northbound 15 Sierra Avenue to Glen Helen Parkway. It's a rotating closure in place all weekend long. Really heavy delays now coming away from Summit. And Moreno Valley on the southbound 215. Alessandro to Van Buren, 2 right lanes. Take it away till around 2:30 this afternoon. Back up there heavy to about Eucalyptus. KFI in the sky helps get you there faster. I'm Robert Dubucky.
We'll take a look at weather next.
Last year, there was a victim of identity theft every 3 seconds. A criminal could be spending your money, applying for loans in your name, damaging your credit, even selling your personal information on the dark web, the hidden part of the internet where the bad guys buy and sell hidden information, your information. And you can miss certain threats to your identity by just checking bank accounts and monitoring your credit. That's not enough. LifeLock Identity Theft Protection sees the threats you could miss if you're only monitoring your credit and alerts you if they find something that could be suspicious. Plus, if you become a victim of identity theft, they will work to fix that problem from start to finish. Now, no one can prevent all ID theft or monitor every transaction, every business, but LifeLock, that's protection. Save up to 25% off your first year. Call 800-LifeLock, promo code handle, 800-LifeLock, promo code handle, or visit lifelock.com, promo code handle, lifelock.com. Save up to 25% off your first year, promo code handle.
Southland weather from KFI. Low clouds and fog clearing to the beaches in the afternoon. Highs from the mid to upper 60s at the beaches to the mid-70s around, to the mid-70s to around 80 Metro LA. Southwest winds around 15 miles per hour in the valleys and Inland Empire. Sunny after morning, low clouds and fog. Highs in the mid-70s to lower 80s. Right now in Reseda, 61, Culver City, 62, Laguna Beach, 60, Fullerton, 62. We lead local, live from the KFI 24-hour newsroom. I'm Andrew Caravella.
Alabama, Arkansas, I do love my morning part, not the way that I love you. Holy moly, me oh my, you're the apple of my eye. Girl, you never loved no one like you. Nagel, my best friend, I scream if there's nothing there. There ain't nothing that I need. Well, how dare be pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, Jesus Christ. There ain't nothing please me more than you. I'm home, let me come home. Homie, wherever I'm with you. I'm home, let me come home. Homie, wherever I'm with you.
KFI, AM 640, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. You are listening to them. I just think that's the funniest, funkiest, goofiest version. I just love it. Anywho, I'm Dean Sharp, the House Whisperer, custom home builder, custom home designer, here with you live like I am every weekend, Saturdays from 6 to 8, Sundays from 9 to 11. We're talking about trees today. Trees, yeah. And we're going to be going back to the phones in a bit. So here's the number, 833-2-ASK-DEAN. 833, the number 2, Ask Dean. You can talk to me about trees or anything else, anything regarding your home today. Anything. But I'm going to talk about trees here. But no, before the break, if you're just joining us, before the break, I was talking about the fact that trees carry the benefit of being fire resistant. And I want to explain what I mean by that. Really, probably the more accurate way to say it is that trees create fire resistant zones. Okay? So here's the thing. Yeah, a tree is going to burn. Any tree that is exposed to a fire line is going to burn. But the question is, relative to what?